AC Guy 1948 here. I found, my dad bought a thing of tools the other day and he found the cheapest looking grinder I have ever seen. I mean, even the $10 one from Rule King looks better than that. The detent doesn't even work for but he got this in a box of stuff from an auction, and I don't understand why nobody wanted it. It's called something in Spanish, I believe. Pordor Electronica, 4.5 inch. And it says C.V Tool Exchange. There's the model number if it's gonna focus. Everything's a foreign language to me. It has on and off. It doesn't have a quick release like this. So that must have been a cheap thing, because even this being a $10 one, the detent works on it. Well, maybe it does. There it goes. You know, the $10, but this thing had to have been cheap, and it feels like a toy. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one apart. There's teardowns of this already on the internet that I know of, but this here, no, I highly doubt it. I haven't looked yet, but I've never, all my searches, I haven't seen one this cheap. So I'm gonna do a bit of tear down on this. I guess the first thing I'll do is see if it even turns on. Ugh. That smell I just got hit with, I have no clue what that was, but it did not smell pleasant. It's like electrical, but worse. Okay, so we know it works, but darn, you wouldn't want that thing that leave a bad taste in your mouth. You want to use that one. Alright, I'm just going to disassemble it on camera. This really probably isn't the right tool for the job, but I'm not too concerned with it. Take that off so I can get to the Alright, 3 and 4. Take that off. There's our gear. Wow, that's small. It almost looks like it's it doesn't look like it's powdered metal. I don't know if you can tell. It almost looks like looks like it's machined all the way down. I'm not an expert though. Maybe someone out there would know, but just very interesting. There's one glob of grease in there, and that's it. So yeah, definitely a light duty machine. Alright, go ahead and take off the top here. I'm not too concerned about this thing, if you can't tell. If I can't even get past the smell to use it, I'm not too worried about it. I have better ones than this. I just hope I'm in frame. I'm just curious as to what this thing looks like inside. Alright. It does come with a little boot. That's always nice. A relief boot down there. Let's see here. The switch comes down and controls this switch down here. Boy, that's flimsy. Oh boy, that whole switch is flimsy. The switch down low I don't know, it doesn't feel too bad, but I mean, it's kind of cheap too, I'd say. Alright, see about we can get a screwdriver. I don't have one right handy to, maybe I can just, yeah. Oh, I need a screwdriver to take the brushes out. At least this one. But yeah, not much of a brush there. This is not too bad. Let's see. No, probably gonna need one for. Almost looks like someone's tried to break into that side before. It looks like it's been chipped out. I'll be right back. I gotta get a screwdriver. Alright, well, the other one's kind of messed up in there, so I'll just pull it apart. Wow, that's tiny. It's been balanced. Looks like a drill bit. Well, I believe that's a one-way fan. I think the both-way dual fan are straight up and down, so I believe that's a directional fan. Little bearing on the bottom. Chinese bearing. VND, looks like it says B, is that a 6? Yeah, 608 RS. Chinese bearing on the bottom. Yeah. Not very big. There's what it looks like down in there. Not much. Doesn't even look like they potted anything or put any goo around the windings. Go ahead and take that out real quick. Oh. Okay. Okay. I gotta take these two screws out. So I'm gonna have to get a longer screwdriver. I don't know if this one's long enough. Okay, let's see if it... Nope, I'd say it's in there pretty good. Let's see here. Got little retaining screws that hold the wire in. Alright, I might have to do a little bit of this off camera. Alright, after a little bit of maneuvering, I got the windings out. Oh my. They didn't put anything on there. That's how they're coming off and connecting to the brushes. This little spring just clips over the oops, chair fell down. It just clips over these little pieces. That little spring just coils around there. That's all it's connecting that. Oh boy. And the wire looks tiny. Like, I feel like I'd burn that out pretty quick. Even the wire coming in, pretty not very big, pretty small. That switch upon further investigation, pretty cheap. But yeah, they just both were stuffed in. Both wires, the one coming from the brushes, one was stuffed into here, and this was just stuffed in with it, and the other one was stuffed in with it. And it's just like, dude, so cheap. But I don't even know what this would have cost when it was new. I hope not much, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's really worth putting back together. I'll give it a try. But that smell though, I don't know what that smell is. Because it was terrible. And there you go for finish. Look at I'm guessing that's paint and not molding. I'm hoping it's at least. Yeah, it's just paint, thankfully. Well, yeah, it's just paint. Because it's pushing through fairly easy. But, wow. No, it's molding. No, it's paint. Yeah, it's flaking off too easy. It's paint. But there's your little pin that pops out. That ain't much. Let's see, where did that go into? 2 little holes. Doesn't look like they're too worn out, so it just, I guess, didn't work right from the factory. Yeah, it's like that pin isn't long enough to engage with the holes. So, I don't know, I've just never seen one this cheaply built. I know for a fact that this cheap $10 Tool House one, Harbor Freight, whatever, it's built better than what that thing is. It's also a little beefier overall. But, I don't know, I just thought this would be a neat thing to do a quick tear down on. I know people like seeing tools get torn down and what's inside of them. So I thought this might be worth doing a video on. I'll see if I can throw this back together. And if not, I'll end the video here, but I'm going to at least make an attempt on it so I don't have this mess. Well, we're making progress. Got the centerpiece back in, got the wires hooked back up. The hardest part was getting the little springs back lined up. I had to take a pick and go up in there and kind of feel around. I was able to get my finger in and kind of press them into place. So, alright. Okay, something I didn't mention. They did do a little bit of, just a little bit of potting up there to kind of hold in the wires and keep everything together, but a very, very light coat, if any. And then down here it looks like they took string and wrapped it around it, I guess, to help hold it together. See, there's the end of the string. I don't think I've ever seen that done before. But alright, so they did use a little bit. They tried very lightly to hold all that together. Well, it's wired up the way they had it. So they just had the positive stuffed in one, the negative stuffed in another, and it tightened down with the screw. So see what we get. Well, I got it back together, and I plugged it in, and all I got was a puff of smoke from where I plugged it in at. So yeah, I'd say it's done. It went voot and just kind of not really wanting to play with that one anymore. I don't know, maybe I messed up the wires when I hooked that up, but I know what I did. They probably had both going to one and then the ground on the other side. Maybe that's what they did. Well, I'm done playing with it. I'm going to cut the wire off and call it good, because I'm not messing with it anymore, but it is a really cheap grinder. Alright, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, I guess. I don't feel like getting electrocuted. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.